Here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. New atheism's sexist tailspin continues. So, just in case you were wondering if Richard Dawkins is still making an ass out of himself on his Twitter account, he is. Week before last, Dawkins tweeted that the allegations of raped women should not be taken seriously if the women were drunk at the time. That's good victim blaming. And just in case you think that organized atheism should be even more patriarchal and dismissive of women, Sam Harris joined in the fun too, telling the Washington Post in an interview that women just aren't as attracted to the critical posture of atheism, and that accounts for why the atheist community is so predominantly male. Well, if that's true, and according to Greta Christina, it isn't, at least on a global scale, I'm glad to see Sam taking the initiative on that women's outreach program. Spousal abuse, child abuse, and the NFL. There might be an anti-woman vibe coming out of the atheist community of late, but take heart, ladies, because the NFL has got your backs. The most popular professional sports league in the United States has recently cracked down hard on spousal abuse that is caught on videotape, which is then released to the public. With the release and subsequent suspension of Ray Rice, the Baltimore Ravens, and the National Football League has made a strong statement to its players. If you brutally attack your wife and people find out that you did it, and then public outcry leaves the league no other choice, you will pay dearly. And if you take a switch to your child and beat them bloody, you will also pay. Though not quite as dearly. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how pissed off the sponsors get. Atheists barred from service in U.S. Air Force. Okay, atheists weren't officially barred from serving in the Air Force. It's just that until last week, Air Force members who wanted to re-enlist had to swear an oath that included the phrase, "So help me God." Then, on Wednesday, after the American Humanist Association basically threatened to sue everything in sight, the Air Force reverted to its former policy regarding the oath, which allows people to omit the phrase, "So help me God," if they desire. Okay, but can I just suggest what I feel is a superior solution to this problem? Why not remove the phrase from the oath altogether, since it shouldn't fucking be there in the first place? You ever hear of a little thing called separation of church and state? United States Armed Forces? You fucking people. I swear to God. Warmongers say, "We told you so." Ha ha ha, you never should have brought the troops home, and now we're going back to fight more in Iraq. You were dumb to stop the war, and now we're going back to fight some more. Yay, war! I'm paraphrasing a bit, but I do feel that that fairly represents the response of John McCain and other congressional Republicans to President Obama's recent speech announcing military operations against ISIS. And speaking of that announcement, Obama declares ISIS not Islamic. I'm conflicted about this one because most of the people bitching about Obama declaring ISIS to be not Islamic are right-wing anti-Muslim bigots who act as though all Muslims are radical terrorists, and I definitely don't want to be associated with that bunch. But still, it bothered me, the declaration that ISIS is not Islamic. Just as it bothers me when people declare some person who commits a heinous crime in the name of Christ to not be truly Christian. We might wish that, as Obama said in his speech, no religion condoned the killing of innocents, but that's not true. The murderers who comprise ISIS didn't step away from their faith to join the crusade. They drew nearer to it. And that might be a difficult truth for some folks to accept, but it's one that I think we're all going to have to wrap our heads around at some point if we ever hope to live in a world that is free from the violence and intimidation produced by religious fundamentalism, be it Islamic, Jewish, Christian, or miscellaneous. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.